If there's one priceless commodity in Cleveland, it's point guard Mark Price. Last year, he was out with an injury so severe, he wasn't sure he would even play again. This year, Price is right, and so are the Cavaliers. Mark not only returned to the court, he returned to the level that's made him one of the premier guards in basketball.
Hey, it's him!
He is once again making his mark as the Cavs team leader and an all-star performer. But last year, things weren't nearly as bright for Mark Price.
And Price hits the deck, and he is down right now. And that is not a good sight.
Early last season, you experienced a career-threatening injury. What went through your mind when you hurt your knee?
Well, I think the first thing that goes through your mind is the thought that I may never play basketball again. I feel fortunate that the surgery went well, and I didn't really have many major complications with my rehabilitation. And I think that and all the hard work together allowed me to come back.
Price came back a month ahead of schedule. His skills still intact, his aggressive style undiminished. Mark, you're rather quiet off the court. On the court, however, I've noticed you can talk trash with the best of them. You and Chuck Person got into it a bit.
Well, Chuck's an interesting player. Chuck is a very emotional player, and he plays hard out on the court. And
But you do too.
well, and I do too. And sometimes in the heat of battle, things happen. You gotta, stand up no matter what happens. I've taken plenty of licks before, but, you can't let people push you around.
Mark usually heads home after a Cavs game, but on this night, he'd made other plans as he returned to the floor of the Richfield Coliseum.
Please welcome Mark Price at Lifeline!
Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I go from your presence? Where can I go that you won't be there? I enjoy singing a lot. I grew up singing gospel music with my family in Oklahoma, and that's kind of where I started singing. And I love music, and so, I try to do that when I can.
So will we have the Mark Price World Tour?
Not soon. Not soon.
While Price is a talented singer, what he does best is shoot. But now he faced the ultimate challenge, teaching me some tricks of the trade.
Have your right foot leading the way, so you can kind of lean into it like that.
Okay.
Big free throws here. Got to make this free throw.
Yes! All right.
Can we go now?
See, nothing to it. So, at least by the time you leave here, you might be, what, the...
One for like 100?
That's 10% shooter. Now you just got to practice, and you'll have it made.
1 for 10. Where does basketball fit in to your whole life? I mean, how do your priorities line up?
My relationship with God is number one to me. And then my family comes second. My wife, Laura, and my daughter, Brittany. And, basketball is a short-lived career, but, I'm going to be with my family for the rest of my life. And I want to make sure that I'm spending a lot of time with them.
And if you get down on your knees at night and pray to the Lord, He's gonna make it happen. Make it happen.
Mark's always been one of the league's best free throw shooters. One reason is that he comes from a basketball family. His brother's a guard at Oklahoma, and his father's a coach. Mark says he learned about free throw shooting from his dad. They used to watch games on TV, and his dad would rant and rave about the free throw shooting. Now, unfortunately, I don't come from a basketball family, so I was struggling a little bit with those free throws.
But you made one.
One.
Mark is one of the more unusual players in the NBA. I think he's the only guy that needs a name tag to get in and out of the arenas around the league, because he does not look like a basketball player until he puts the uniform on. Then he turns into Superman.